portrait photographer based in New York. You can find me at the Nat Lens on Instagram and everywhere else. And today I'm going to give you my 3 tips for better photo shoots every single time. Okay, so these are all things I do in the planning stages of a shoot that help me stay organized and on top of what I'm about to do before I ever go out and take a picture. So these are things that you can do on your phone or your laptop or wherever. Jot them down. These are literally just like the 3 things that help me plan a shoot and stay organized so that when I go out and shoot, I'm just having fun, I'm just being creative. So tip number 1 is to always have a concept ready in mind. So this doesn't have to be anything crazy. This doesn't have to be like nothing anyone's ever done before. It can literally just be as simple as having an outfit that you want to shoot for the first time ever in like a weird location or something like that. It just has to be an aesthetic or a mood or a theme that you're going to the shoot with. You want to have something planned so that if you lose momentum like I just did, you have something to kind of draw inspiration from. So this can be something on your phone, like a Pinterest board that you share with your model, an Instagram collection that you're just scrolling through looking for inspiration, or an album of your phone that has like poses or aesthetic or whatever you want in there that you know you want your shoot to be kind of themed around. For me, this is oftentimes a Pinterest board that I create a long time before the shoot so I can go through and add ideas. Sometimes I'll share it with the model and she can go through and tell me what she likes the most. The great thing about having something that you've shared with your model like that beforehand is that they are going in there with a plan as well. And that means that they've picked out outfits based on what you're asking them for. They've picked out their hair. They did everything to fit to your theme. Number 2 also goes for you and your model or your client, whoever you're shooting with. This has to do with accessories. So you want to bring accessories for yourself and you want to bring accessories for them. These are things like filters for your lenses, and then there's things like a tripod. I use my tripod when I'm doing long exposure pictures or kind of like stop motion pictures so I can later create a video of someone spinning around or that kind of thing. That's really helpful with a tripod because it keeps the image horizon really straight. Another accessory for a photographer is a reflector. I recently started using one of these and I highly recommend it, especially right now when it's summer. It really helps fill in these like under eye dark spots in the daytime when you're shooting. I really recommend just having these things in your car that you can just grab and go whenever you're at a shoot. Accessories for a model, these can be on your behalf or the model's. I know me personally, I had a pair of hats in my car for literally the first month that I lived in Westchester because every time I went to a shoot I was like, do I want something that they can toss into the air? Yes. Almost every time, yes. And maybe I didn't use all those pictures, but it's always just a fun thing to have, and it's always something that you can grab onto in case maybe your model doesn't move around as much as you like them to. This can really help open someone up. If they're doing something with their hands constantly, this can help them learn how to start moving in front of the camera more naturally. These can be other things that kind of have to do with the model's outfit, so it can be a jewelry thing that they kind of play with. It can be sunglasses that they're taking on and off for the photo. It can be a scarf that they're kind of throwing around in the air. It can be a purse that they're waving around. Anything like that, anything that kind of goes with the outfit and helps create movement is really fun. Tip number 3 is that location is and isn't everything. What I mean by this is that you want to be selective when you're choosing a location. You want it to kind of go with your mood, your theme, whatever you're trying to create. So I like to look at the Instagram geotag of every location that I go and shoot at. Usually like random people have posted images there, so it'll just have like basic images of like what the field looks like, what the park looks like what all the angles are basically. It's a really good way to kind of get intel on when you're going. Or just like looking on Google Maps where it is, whether it has like the woods that you're looking for, or the water view that you want. So recently I went to kind of like an abandoned colonial village location and we had so many options to choose from. Like there was buildings of all different colors, there was like a creek running by, there was woods to explore. We had the world at our fingertips, literally. So what we did was kind of try to match our outfits that we planned out with the buildings that we saw. So where it was like a blue on blue building, we did like a yellow on yellow, and then like a black with a white building. I mean location isn't everything is that you can always leave. You can always have a backup. You can have a next plan. And that's why these planning stages are so important. You want to do your work ahead of time, so once the shoot comes, you're just thinking about shooting, you're thinking about your fun ideas and your creativity. So just make sure that you plan this part out as well as everything else, and you will do great. If you made it all the way to the end, just know I really, really appreciate you watching my first video. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.